Hi and welcome to our channel. Thanks for joining us on this surprise trip to Venice for Mark's 50th. We hope you enjoy it as much as we did. This is our first trip to Venice after speaking about it for quite a few years. I booked it through British Airways as a complete package. I just found that easier to do, especially with it being a surprise, and I've had to keep it quiet for about 6 months. The flight was great, great service from British Airways, and the package also included the transfers to and from the hotel. Having never been to Venice, it wasn't something that I was sure about what to do, so it was great that the transfers were included, and that was a boat transfer both ways. It was a shared transfer, which you have to pay a little bit extra for, as opposed to a private transfer, which was really quite pricey. So we shared it on the way there with about 6 other people, but on the way back to the hotel, you'll see further through the video, we had it all to ourselves, which was absolutely amazing and at no extra cost.
So we just arrived at Venice Airport.
Marco Polo. It's a long walk to the water taxi.
10-minute walk to the water taxi.
It's very warm. I think the pilot said it's 26 degrees. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
See when they're there.
This was our shared water taxi from the airport to the hotel. It was the best fun, and even though it was a shared transport, it was great really, and you got to see a lot of Venice on the way to the hotel. So it took us about, I think it was nearly an hour and a half in the end, because there was quite a few drop-offs, but actually we couldn't moan, because we got to see so much of Venice, and it gave us kind of a bit of an idea of where we were and what we wanted to see the next day, and just soaking in the atmosphere on the way there was absolutely fantastic. This was our hotel for the 3 nights that we were there. I did a little bit of research just to try and find something that was quite centrally located, and this was perfect. It was 2 minutes from St Mark's Square, 2 minutes from Rialto Bridge, and the hotel, as you can see, was wonderful. Here's a quick tour of our room. It was perfect for what we needed for the 3 nights that we were there. This is such a funny bathroom, isn't it? It's really nice, but the door doesn't quite open properly. Oh well. And it is very nice actually. And this, why don't more people put this here instead of here, so you don't get wet when you turn the shower on? It's very pretty. Lovely little lamps. Fridge.
Le fridge.
We're not in France. And a wardrobe. So we dumped our bags and went out in search of food. Pasta and wine was all that we wanted, and we weren't disappointed. We were recommended this fantastic wine, local wine. It was absolutely beautiful, and we're hoping to find some back in the UK. We had a quick look around the hotel, then bed. We were absolutely shattered. See you tomorrow. Our hotel was only a few minutes walk from Rialto Bridge, so this was our first stop before heading to St Mark's Square, and luckily before it got too busy, which it does quite quickly. Whilst we were there, we thought we'd do a quick FaceTime with Mum and Dad, just so they could see Venice in real life, and they absolutely loved it. Again, it's difficult to understand just how amazing it is until you've seen it. So a quick stop here before we found our way through the many little alleyways to St Mark's Square. Are you doing the same film on the GoPro as what I'm doing on the phone? These beautiful little alleyways. We're trying to find our way to St Mark's Square. Sorry. Yep, crashing into people. This is Cafe Florian. It was on Amazing Places to Eat in Venice with Fred from First Dates. Whilst the music's playing, you have to pay €6 per person. Before you even eat, we are going to come back later and have a coffee and a cake. We're in St Mark's Square. I'm dying for a wee. I'm not really sure. Let's see our public toilets. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have got clothes on, by the way. It looks like I'm naked. Yeah, so the quest is find a public toilet somewhere. So, in answer to my question, yes, there are public toilets. €1.50?
Yes.
Somebody had shit in the bin.
No. Classic. Amazing.
It is. It's just so peaceful.
Well, everything's so beautiful. You don't know where to look first.
I really don't want to speak because it's so quiet and lovely.
Definitely a must see.
There's the gondola man there, he is on his phone.
Watching Lobster Adventures on YouTube. warm in that sun.
It's really warm. I know, we couldn't have picked a better. This is definitely
25, 26.
the best gondola day.
A bit of respite.
I don't have a lot to say really because it's just so beautiful.
Just let them have a look.
I don't think you can turn and go.
Stop it and turn.
Oh yeah. The skill in manoeuvring these gondolas is caution, isn't it? That peak is literally This is quite skinny. Breathe in. Oh my god.
How good was that?
That was amazing.
Superb tour. Definitely recommended.
Absolutely, if you're in Venice, you have to do a gondola.
And doing it from St Mark's Square.
€80. That was worth every penny.
Yeah, it was. Definitely.
Mark found some pretty doorbells. So we're about to take a photo. You get them?
Yeah, even the doorbells are pretty in Venice. So that potentially is still a salt yard, maybe?
Oh, it could be. Oh, I know it is. It was on that programme.
Yeah, remember,
And you can't go in, can you?
No.
Yes,
The
it's
Starlight Tower.
Oh yeah.
That does not fit in with the architecture.
Yeah, didn't Fred say it was the old
Arsenal.
yeah.
It was the Arsenal.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get some more when we get closer because those lions are magnificent.
Oh yeah, look.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, it is. See, I knew it was to do with the Navy. This is a different bridge, there's many bridges, but this is the wooden one. Oh, cement mixer.
The other signs.
Oh yeah, military zone, yeah.
That's the
Oh,
40
wow.
wall we're looking at.
Wow.
That's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
And a lot of greenery. Good.
After a full day of exploring, we headed to the hotel's rooftop bar and grabbed a couple of drinks before we went out to find a restaurant for dinner. We found ourselves in the heart of Venice following a restaurant recommendation from a friend, and what a recommendation it was. This was a true Italian restaurant, busy, noisy, but the best food. So good that we forgot to take any photos. This is crazy. We walked up here last night and it was...
Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's also still in bed, relaxing on the cruise ship that way. This is what it was like yesterday morning, isn't it? It's lovely. This is definitely the time to get in and just
Yes. Day 3, and we decided to start off back in St Mark's Square. Seemed to be a much busier day. Maybe there was a cruise ship in. So we decided to head up the clock tower. Now, I am absolutely terrified of heights, so I was slightly hesitant, but we went anyway. Seized the day and all that. There's no stairs to climb, which is a bonus. They take you up in a lift, which it can't take more than about 10 seconds. The view from the top of the tower, well, absolutely spectacular. The clock tower of St Mark's Square is one of the most famous symbols of the city, a masterpiece of architecture and engineering, marking the time of Venice Republic over 5 centuries. Gives you a bird's eye view of St Mark's Square, the Grand Canal and Basilica. Definitely worth €10 per person, even if you are afraid of heights. Give it a go. Where are we? Do you know where we are? Getting lost. No, not getting lost.
No, not lost.
Walking.
Exploring.
Exploring, yes. We genuinely do not know where we are.
On the way to Murano.
Well,
Hopefully.
we tried once, but the boat was a bit of a nightmare.
You know what that is?
Is that physiotherapy? See, I can speak Italian. Today we just decided to walk and see where we ended up. And we came across this most magnificent church. I can't tell you whereabouts it was, but it was in the heart of Venice somewhere. A $1 donation and we popped in to have a look around. It was breathtakingly beautiful, so we thought we'd share a bit of it with you. This is one of the many, many beautiful churches in Venice, but the only one that we managed to get inside and see. We also came across this wonderful fish market on the other side of the Rialto Bridge. Some amazing fish. Not a lot though actually, because it was getting later in the morning, so we'd missed the bulk of the day, but still really, really, really interesting and a bustling place to be. Really hot.
happily going back to the airport. VIP.
Goodbye, Venice. Hello, Gatwick.